Yo, Copper fam, we are here at the NYCFC offices with none other than Jack Harrison.
All right.
How you doing, bro?
Good, you?
This is Timbsy. Normally it's Poet, my Jamaican friend with plaits, but he's actually had twins.
Oh, yeah?
So before we flew out, he had twins, and I believe he's arriving tonight. So this is my stand-in, Timbsy.
I'm a budget poet.
He's a budget poet. He was on the Korea's Next Top Model, though.
Yeah.
South Korea, yeah.
Oh,
He won it in 2012 and 13.
it's fine. I could win it, but I didn't.
Anyway, that's what everybody believes these days. We are here at NYCFC. You've done a 5-shot challenge. Now we're doing this is FIFA and chill. We play FIFA. We ask you questions. So you may take the controller, and Timbsy will, I believe, play you.
We're on the same side.
Timbsy, you do your thing, man. You pick a team.
Are you classic, yeah?
Yeah, cool. I think. Right?
Me too.
Do you play FIFA?
Yeah. Not on PS4.
Not a PS4, Xbox guy.
Yeah.
That's all right. I mean, this guy is good.
No. I was.
You're
I
good,
don't play
bro.
Really anymore.
It's okay. Just do your thing. All right. Just
right.
you can do your thing.
I'll be
You know?
fine,
It's all blessed.
It's
all good.
okay.
We've come over the pond. You've been here over the pond from what age?
Since I was 14.
Since you were 14.
Yep.
Early.
And then you studied. Can you tell me a bit that early process of how you came here and like getting into MLS?
Yeah, I mean, it's a long story, really. My mum has a lot to do with it. When I was 14, she came up with this idea that, you know, to look beyond, you know, just the kind of soccer pathway through the academy. Playing there was really rigorous, and I didn't have much time to really focus on my schooling. And she was worried that if anything happened, if I got injured or anything like that, then I wouldn't be able to play again. What would I fall back on? So she looked to America for like the next step, and we found the school, Berkshire School. And at the time, we didn't have enough money for us both to come out and visit.
It's quite expensive, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really expensive. Yeah, so she said, just go out for a couple of days. If you like it, you can stay out there, and if you don't, we'll come back and figure something out. And as soon as I got on campus, I just loved it there, and spent 4 years there. Went to Wake Forest for 6 months, and then got drafted last year.
That's such a good phrase.
That
I got
awesome.
drafted.
Yeah.
Drafted. The draft thing. I mean, yeah, you're the youngest player in the draft, and you know you got in, and you even scored. I believe it was the runner-up goal of the year in the MLS. You know, you were the runner-up in MLS Rookie of the Year. You're so young. You're 20.
20 years.
20 years old. You're doing so well. Did you feel the pressure here in America? Do they put so much pressure on you? Because young players in England, I'd say there's like so much pressure.
Yeah,
on you.
definitely. I think it makes it easier because I don't feel like there's as much pressure. Yeah, the fans are always going to say stuff and like that, but I feel like within the club, like there's so much help and support around. And once I get on the field, I'm excited to play and stuff. And I don't know, I don't really think about it too much. So.
Decent.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the club helps me out a lot. So.
Yeah, that's good. There you go. Clubs, support systems to support your young players. And in FIFA and Chill, we do get questions from the Copper fam who send them in. And in Twitter, we tweeted that you were interviewing you. And we actually got so many questions in. Luka Uroshevich says, what club did you want to play at when you were a kid? Your dream club, for example, when you were growing up.
Bolton, right?
That's what my granddad would have wanted. He's a massive Bolton fan. I grew up a Liverpool fan, so
my guy.
I think
this is what I like to hear. Liverpool fan.
Yeah, I think that would have been my team, despite playing at Man United Academy. So.
Okay, you did Man United Academy, didn't you?
Yeah.
It was Rashford was the year below.
Yeah, Rashford was year below.
Wait, how good is he?
He was good. He was always like one of the best growing up in his age groups, and he always played up with us every now and then. So I mean, it's not really a surprise that he's done what he's done. Yeah. He's worked really hard to be there, and he's doing really well with the first team. So it's nice to see him doing so well.
Dan 92 says, who was your inspiration as a youngster, and who did you support?
I looked up to a bunch of guys. Ronaldinho was a big idol for me.
He was just amazing, wasn't he?
Yeah.
The flip-flap king. Joga Bonito, remember them days?
Yeah, the Joga TV.
Oh, Joga TV. This question was always going to be asked. I was kind of trying to save it. I've watched a few of your interviews, and I've always loved your kind of answers about who you play with in your team. Professional football friends. Macintosh Roscoe says, did you ever in your career think you would be in the same team as Villa, Lampard and Pirlo, and your coach now, Patrick Vieira? There's 3 World Cup winners in there. Unfortunately, Lampard.
Yeah.
Never got that medal. But
yeah.
How does it feel for you?
I mean, as soon as I came, it was just unreal. I was I was kind of I was so shy at first. I was wondering whether to like start a conversation with them. Like there was one time where me and Frank were doing this one time in Bangkok. Me and Frank were doing rehab in a gym, and we were both on the bikes, and I was right next to him. It was like one of the first times, you know, I'd been next to him or anything, and I was like, oh, like, should I start a conversation? What do I say and stuff? And I just couldn't help but notice how big his thighs were compared to mine. I was just like, God, I have a long way to go.
How about Perlo? I mean, people speak so much about his magic. How is he, you know, on the training field and on the pitch?
We still got it, yeah?
Yeah, definitely. It's funny though because he's generally quite quiet. He doesn't really say much, but when he does, it's always hilarious.
Is it funny?
Yeah, he's so funny. I can't really say like a specific time, but there's been, you know, multiple occasions where he's just had everyone cracking up in the locker room.
The geek from JFK, I believe he is from New York. He says, what sets apart ultras in the US versus England, Europe? I don't know if you've played in any games in Europe or England, or what you kind of witness, but do you reckon there's a difference between the fans? Like what,
I mean, yeah,
what sets them apart, if there's any difference?
I think it's more friendly environment, I think.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, they are nice.
I mean, you go to England, like you have to be so careful with what you do.
You got to have a stone iron on.
Yeah, exactly.
Geezer.
Yeah.
Don't come close to me, mate. I'll get me fingers up. Do you know what I mean? Look, I'm not saying I hate them, but fuck, you know. But, yeah, no, I feel you. I think that the culture is probably
definitely. Yeah.
Because I've also heard, because we actually did some stuff at New York Red Bulls, and there's a bit of a rivalry.
Just a bit.
There's a bit of a rivalry. They weren't, let's say, fond of maybe, you know, New York as a team, but it's cool to see kind of rivalries develop.
Yeah, definitely.
Every kind of league needs it. The MLS needs those kind of bonds that you're going to get them back, because I heard they did beat you.
They did.
Convincingly in a game. Are you looking
that
to
was my
back?
debut, actually. Yeah, of course.
Debut?
Yeah, that was my debut.
No. Was it 7-0?
It was, 7-0.
But I've heard the next game after that you played each other, something happened. Can you tell me what happened?
Yeah, we beat them 2-0, which was...
2-0.
And
did you?
Who scored?
I had a goal and an assist.
Jeez!
Pick yourself up.
What's the rivalry like? Have you felt it at all? Maybe like on the streets or...
Definitely, yeah. I mean, I don't know, I have more of a hatred for the colour red now.
You're a Liverpool fan.
Yeah, despite being a Liverpool... well, anything in America, I guess, but...
We do have one here from Dan Smith. This question does interest me. What do you miss about England that you'd like to have with you? Like food, drink, or TV shows, or anything from the culture?
The first thing I do every time I go back to England is go get a full English breakfast.
There you go.
They don't do that out here. Yeah, a cup of tea, full English breakfast. So.
Is that it?
Is it just that? Don't miss much.
I mean, they don't have pasties over here either. So
the pasties.
You got Greg's?
Greg's, Greenhouse is either one.
Nice.
Ribena.
Ribena's one. Yeah.
There you
go.
go.
Ribena here.
Apparently not. Also, Copper fam, you may have noticed there is a fire door right here, and people keep walking in and out. Just so you know, you're probably gonna leave it in the comments. Like, why do people keep walking in and out? There's a squeaking door. But you know, we're just keeping it authentic. Just doing it in the offices at New York City FC, chilling out. You're a unique footballer, because we've interviewed many footballers, and it's like, you know, you're English, but you've come to America, and you seem like you're really enjoying it. Like you seem like just in a happy place, and you love your football. Like, what has made you how you are? Have you got anything that, like, something?
I think, it's weird, because when, obviously, growing up from the age of 14, you're still finding out who you are and stuff, and I think my school had, you know, a lot to do with that. Like, the people who I've met have had a massive influence on my life. The amount of support that they've given me and to my mum. It's been hard for her being so far away, but it's funny because a lot of people say, like, oh, have you been homesick or anything like that? And I've never been homesick or anything, because I like being away from home and I like exploring and, I don't know, just kind of taking advantage of what I have. So I'd say that's been like the biggest thing really, is like the people who I've met have had a big influence on my life. And
made it easy.
Yeah, just made it so much easier, the transition and everything.
I mean, you've mentioned your mum.
Yeah.
I've heard, you know, I think you probably have talked about this before, but she goes and sits with the ultras.
Yeah.
The New York City FC ultras. And I've heard they get a bit rowdy in there with the drums and the singing and the prayers, etc. What's she doing? How did you react when you just, like, I don't know, did you see her? Like, Did you find out later on that she was sitting with the ultras in your first game, or were you just like, what?
No, I didn't find out until after. So she didn't come until the first game I played, and then afterwards I said, "Oh, like, how was it?" And she was like, "Oh, I had great fun. I was with the fans and stuff." I was like, "With the fans? What are you doing?" Like,
got you a box suit.
Yeah, exactly. She loved it. She said it was boring, just sat there not doing anything. So.
You're British American. I mean, sorry, you're American British American.
Yeah, you can say that. It's British.
If the national teams one day they're like, your phone's popping, you're like, yo, what's this? Boom, you're like, mate, you want to play for England? And you get our next one. Hey Jack, we'd love you to play for the US. Your contribution to the MLS has been great, and we would love you to represent our national team. What do you do in such a predicament?
I'd love to play for England. That'd be, a dream come true, and that's where my heart lies. That's where I call home. I wouldn't be able to play for the US if that was the case for another 5 years, as I just got my green card. So.
So you'd have to wait another.
Yeah, I would have to wait for.
So it's more likely
years.
you're going to get England. You're right, mate. You want to play for England?
Hopefully.
More likely.
Yeah, that would be nice. Yeah.
So there you go.
You're better than Redmond.
Are you an uptown or a downtown guy?
I don't necessarily know what that means.
Neither do I. Let's make something up from it. Oh!
I thought that went into fair. Downtown again.
He's a downtown kind of guy, man.
There's no good answer there.
I think he's I don't know what I am. I'd say, I don't know. It's not about me at the end of the day again.
No. You like that celebration?
Wait, who's that?
That's the only one I know.
2-0?
Yeah.
Timbsy, bro. You know how many times you battered me?
I know.
I mean, that's not actually a hard thing to do, but chip barm or muffin? Chip bomb is.
What is that?
Are you talking about in England, like a chip bomb or what?
Yeah, I'm guessing so. Yeah. I don't know what chip bomb is though.
Oh.
Is it a Bolton thing?
Yeah. So a chip bomb is like just a chip butty, basically.
Like a butty full of chips.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so a chip bomb or a muffin?
Like a chip bomb, I guess.
Chip bomb. Do you get like burger sauce on it? Garlic sauce?
You
garlic
can.
Sauce, burger sauce?
Yeah.
Yeah. Salad? Any salad? Onion? Tomato?
What's the American version?
You relate to that as well, yeah?
Yeah.
You know when boss man's like, salad sauce, burger sauce?
What's the American version of Boss Man?
Chili sauce?
I have no idea.
What do you listen to musically? Because the UK has been really popular recently, Skepta, gigs, kind of grime, hip hop. I don't know those
Stormzy, yeah.
Stormzy's.
You listen? Do
you listen to those kind of guys? Like, what's your vibe when you're out in New York?
Listen to pretty much everything really. Drake just came out with a new album.
You like it?
We talked about it a lot as like a club, like no, like some of the guys on the team. Like it's more like a playlist. So if you have it playing on in the background, it's really nice to listen to. But like I wouldn't pick all of his songs.
I'm listening to that.
Yeah.
Where is it? At the bottom?
Yeah, that's right. This game's going on for longer, bro.
This one is a big one. Do you think... Did you score?
Yeah.
Oh, well done, bro.
Yeah,
go on, you've got a few minutes. Come on, bro, do your thing. I'll distract him, right?
Tickle him.
That's it.
Mask off. Do you think a lot more Brits will start following your path?
Well, there's a lot of guys that I know now from United. They've come out at a later age, so they started in college instead of a high school. It's hard to say really. I would definitely recommend it to anyone. I think it's been a great path to me, and not only for soccer, but I think everything outside of soccer as well, like how you handle yourself in life and all this. It's helped me out so much. So yeah, like I said, I would definitely recommend it to anyone, but it's always hard to leave at such a young age. Not everyone can do that. So yeah, to answer your question, I would recommend it. Hopefully they would. So
we have done 5-shot challenge also with New York City FC, which is including Man Like Jack. So do check that out on the channel.
Yeah.
And yeah, we do have to go. America tour. Have a nice 2017. Is some movement. So go get on with your life. Exit your browser. Go for a walk. I think you've enjoyed this interview. Have some food. Talk to your mum or your dad or your dog. Take it for a walk or something. Have a nice.
Have a nice. Can we get have a nice? Can we get have a nice?
Have a nice.
Have a nice.
Did you get Patrick on that one as well?
I think he's there. I think he might have got him.
That was the boss man.
Did you see him?
Yeah, we got that.
Oh, you got it.
Who was that?
It was Patrick.
Was that Roger Vieira?
Yeah.
I'm an Arsenal.